What are the advantages of investing in multifamily over single family? Let's talk about it. There are many advantages to multifamily, but I'm going to talk about precisely 3 advantages that I like. So first one is scale. Instead of having one unit under one roof, if you have 20 units under one roof, the roof cost doesn't go up by 20x. The roof cost only goes up by 5x. And you have a lot of shared resources. You have shared walls, shared premises. As a result, costs remain low and the income can be higher. And because of higher income and the scale, ideas like syndication become feasible when you are buying multifamily because syndications have overhead to it. As a result, cash flow improves. So multifamily in general gives better cash flow than single family, in my opinion. Now the second interesting advantage is how multifamilies are evaluated. In single families are evaluated using something known as comparable sales method. And that means, let's say you're trying to decide a value of a house. Within 3-mile radius, what were the houses sold of the similar configuration decides value of this house. And this method is known as comparable sales method. The way to evaluate multifamily is completely different. There is a formula for it. And the formula says net operating income divided by cap rate is equal to value. What is net operating income? Net operating income is income minus expenses, excluding the mortgage. So that is your net income or net operating income. Cap rate, there are 2 ways to look at it. Some people look at it as an unlevered return. If you don't have a mortgage, what would be the return on investment? But I would like to look at it as more of a measure of the market. If the market is appreciated, then the cap rate is low. If the market is not that much appreciated, then the cap rates are high. Let's take an example of Los Angeles. The Los Angeles city is very well appreciated. The prices are high there. Cap rates there are low, 2.5 to 3%. Whereas if you go to outskirts of Los Angeles or if you go to Central Valley of California, the properties are not that expensive. There cap rates are 5%. Let me take a concrete example of how cap rates and net operating income can affect your property values. For example, let's say we have a 20-unit building and we were able to increase rent for each unit by $50. That's it, by $50. Not magically in 1 month, but maybe over a year or 2. And for the sake of example, let's just say that the cost remained the same. So $50 times 20 is $1,000. That means every month now you're getting $1,000 extra. 1,000 times 12 for a year becomes $12,000. That means every year now you're getting $12,000 extra. Let's say cap rate is the same and it's 5%. So 12,000 divided by 0.05, that makes it $240,000. By simply increasing rent of each unit by $50, we were able to increase value of our property by $240,000. That is precisely the game that we play in multifamily. And that puts ball in your court. That means you can make positive changes to the property and make your property value go higher. And there are lots of different things you can do to the property. You can paint the property so that it looks nice. You can upgrade kitchens of the people. You can upgrade bathrooms of the people, or you can upgrade the flooring of the people. So there are some standard techniques on how you can start charging more rents. We don't just depend on inflation. Inflation aids, but we make positive changes to the property to have its value go up. So that is the standard playbook that we use. And the third advantage is cash flow. In a single family, think about this. If the tenant vacates, then the entire income of the property stops. Whereas in multifamily, out of 20, one tenant vacates, It's not that much loss. In fact, when we underwrite properties, we assume that there will be 5% vacancy. That means one tenant will not either pay rent or is not there for the entire year. As a result, you can continue making your mortgage payments and continue spending money on repairs and fixes. And that is why I like multifamily much better than single family. If you want to understand what positive changes we make in our properties, or what positive changes have we made in the existing properties that we own, you can go to oldmoneycapital.com and click on request a call. We can have a one-on-one conversation in which we can show you real life examples. Thank you.